Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Take it away, broadcast team.
First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Coming out aggressively. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off play action. On the move to his left. Lets it fly. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll try to slam it in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Tulsa will come to the line on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to pass, it's Jordan. Skips away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. but giving the other team this kind of chance, that's just not smart. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that pass picked off. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
It's still 3rd and goal. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stumbled to the ground. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And they're able to get him on the ground.
All right, let's get it. Right.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida Atlantic 10, Tulsa 3.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they're able to get him down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be...
Throws toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Single. Ready, team.
From the gun. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Let's go. Break. Set.
He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Let's go.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, man. Quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
He's going to throw deep right side. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he is stopped. Run out of bounds well short of the goal line on 4th and goal. And the defense makes the stand.
And it's a turnover on down.
To the air, it's Jordan. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he's knocked down.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
They want to just keep throwing it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Finds a little space. Good, solid tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Here we go.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal.
White 29.
They go to the ground. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Carry ball. Gain of 4.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout.
And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. He's not going to make it, and they'll turn it over on downs, and we're going to have a fight to the finish.
Will be a turnover on downs.
Set.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.